Inside sources at Manchester United reveal the massive impact the new Manchester United players have had out of the pitch in training and changing the mentality of other Man United players. From players like Antony and Martinez being an absolute beast in training, giving 100% and lifting the level of training, to Eriksen being well respected and Casemiro being a massive leader, to Malacia being the last to leave the gym every day, massively impacting Luke Shaw, who's lost loads of weight.
Hello and welcome back to Alice Talks Football, and welcome back to another video on the channel. And today's video we're going to be looking inside Manchester United training and how exactly the new signings have impacted training. What are they like in training? What's their mentality like? And how have they made a difference on the squad? How have they made a difference, outside of the pitch, just on the morale of the squad in the dressing room, how they're fitting in and more. Samuel Luckhurst has got some inside information about how Antony, Lisandro Martinez, Malacia and Eriksen are all like in training. Do they get on with their teammates? Do they speak English? How have they impacted the dressing room in terms of the mentality and all of that off the field? Because we know they've been brilliant on the field, but what have they done off the field to impact United? Also, guys, we will be talking about the Manchester derby in tomorrow's video. Rashford and Martial reportedly out for that. We will be talking about the Manchester derby, the team news, who's like to play in tomorrow's video. So do subscribe for that. I'm not sure if I'm going to be live tonight. I'm going to see how I feel as I'm coming down with a bit of a cold, so I might rest tonight, but I will be live tomorrow night with all the Derby Day news. So do subscribe, share the video and all of that. But let's get into today's video, and this is obviously talking about the likes of Lisandro Martinez, the new signings and all of that. So we obviously know the new signings have definitely had a massive impact on Manchester United on the pitch since we've got those new signings, and we've looked a lot better. Martinez, Malacia, Eriksen, all been pivotal. We're going to see the best of Casemiro and Antony soon. But actually, off the pitch, the new signings had a really good impact on Man United because Ten Hag, one of the things Ten Hag's very big on is the mentality of players he signs. He's so obsessed with winning mentality. And Ten Hag's so obsessed with having warriors, fighters, people that give 100%, that one of the profile of all the players Ten Hag wanted to sign were players that give 100%. One of the reasons he loves Antony is because of his attitude. One of the reasons he loved Martinez and wanted Martinez at Man United is because his attitude to be a beast, a warrior on the pitch. And Ten Hag loves beast, warrior-like mentalities on the pitch to give 100%. But Ten Hag also likes players with elite winning attitudes. And all the players Ten Hag's brought in have kind of ticked those boxes. And because of that, they've had a massive impact on the dressing room. Before these new signings came in, the Manchester United dressing room was dead. It was shifted. There were squabbles. There was fights. The new signings have all brought a breath of fresh air to the United dressing room. But they've also brought key attributes like working hard, playing together, giving 100%. So let's get into what the report says about Lisandro Martinez and all the new signings and how they've impacted the dressing room. Samuel Luckhurst said, Manchester United sources say Lisandro Martinez's personality off the pitch is almost the polar opposite to his personality on the pitch. His politeness has struck staff who feel his fluent English has really aided him as well. And apparently Martinez is particularly vocal in training. So I didn't know Lisandro Martinez could speak fluent English, but apparently he can speak fluent English. And apparently he's very polite. He's actually a lot quieter off the pitch than on the pitch. People did come out and say Lisandro Martinez, he might be this scary beast warrior that gets stuck in on the pitch, but off the pitch in training he's quiet, but he is vocal in training. He is handing out words of advice. And I thought this was really interesting about Lisandro Martinez. They said although he's 24 and only 2 months into his Man United career, Martinez has been extremely helpful to academy players who have just been promoted to first team sessions and has involved himself with other age groups. So apparently Martinez has gone out of his way to work with academy players, help them improve, and he's talking to every age group and really getting involved, which is really lovely to see. We're hearing about Ronaldo also working with the academy players, helping them grow. And I like that at Man United training there doesn't seem to be a divide between the academy players and the first team players. It seems that everyone in Man United training just works hard together, gets along together and plays together, and everyone is helping each other. And Lisandro Martinez helping the defenders, Ronaldo helping the attackers in the academy does us a lot of benefits as well. They also spoke about Malacia. Malacia is regarded as the quietest of the new signings, but he's usually one of the last to leave Carrington as he does additional gym and training sessions. We've also heard a lot of reports about this. Apparently, Malacia, not Martinez. Apparently, he is quiet, but he is one of the first to get to training, one of the last to leave. Martinez is very helpful in training, very vocal in training, helps a lot of people. Malacia is known for his hard work rate of being the last to leave, going to the gym after, doing extra sessions. Malacia seems to be this hard-working monster. And look at Luke Shaw, guys. Look at Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw is like skinny as hell. Luke Shaw is in shape. Watch Luke Shaw get back to prime Luke Shaw because of Malacia. Because Luke Shaw's got to compete with Malacia. Luke Shaw's going to see Malacia getting in early, leaving late. Luke Shaw's like, shit, I've got up my game. This guy's got the mentality. This guy is it. And Malacia coming in early, one of the last to leave, doing extra training. You know, he's 100% focused to get better and better and better. And his mentality will really rub off on the players like Luke Shaw or even other players being like, if I want to get in the squad, I've got to do what Malacia's doing. I've got to do extra training. They also spoke about Antony, and they said regarding Antony's character, that staff at United have buzzed off Antony's character and how visibly delighted he is to be at the club. United were impressed by his attitude and eagerness. With Antony, you can tell he really wants to be at United and he's so happy just to be at United. I mean, the way he pushed for that move, you can see he's got a smile on his face and it's actually a dream of his to be playing for United. So you've got Martinez, who's got an absolute brilliant elite leadership mentality. You've got Malacia that's got this hard-working mentality. And you've got Antony coming into training. He's just so happy to be at United. And that's really impacted the dressing room in a positive way because you've got all these sort of positive things happening in and around the dressing room. It was also said that the Brazilian is understood to have bonded with the Portuguese-speaking players, which we've got a lot of. When you think about it, we've got Bruno, Dalot, Fred, Casemiro, Antony, Ronaldo. We've got a lot of Portuguese-speaking players which Antony seems to bond with. But apparently he still does have a good understanding of English, although he's not fluent like the other signings are yet. And Antony is obviously getting on well at United as well, which I thought was really interesting as well, just to see how Antony is really getting on at United, bonding with players. And we know that Antony and Dalot have been getting on quite well. We know that Antony's obviously very happy to be at United and he will learn his English and get talking to the other players. They also spoke about Casemiro, and well-placed sources in the dressing room have described Casemiro as a leader with quite authority, and he immediately commanded the respect of the dressing room. So when Casemiro came into United, everyone knew who he was, everyone knew who he'd run, and he got a lot of respect from the dressing room. Everyone respected him, and he is a quiet leader. He's a leader with quiet authority, You know, and Casemiro doesn't come across like a loud guy, but he comes across as a respectable guy. And, you know, even Ten Hag was saying Varane's a leader, Casemiro is a leader. I get the idea that Varane, Casemiro and Ronaldo are sort of the three leaders in the Manchester United dressing room, and that they've got a lot of respect from their teammates. And I know there's a lot of reports that teammates want Maguire out and all of that, and I don't think that's the case. Because from people close within the United dressing room, from Ten Hag, from people that have come out talking about Ronaldo, United players, it seems that Ronaldo, Varane and Casemiro are the three players that have got a lot of respect in the dressing room, and the three players that almost kind of lead it and got respect to the players. And then they spoke about Christian Eriksen, who's been absolutely fantastic for United and just won our Player of the Month award, saying Eriksen is very demanding in training and is viewed as one of the experienced head who oozes calmness. So with Eriksen, he makes the team feel more calm. He's very experienced, so things are going wrong, he can make everyone feel more relaxed. But apparently he's very demanding in training. He gives 100% in training. So you've got Eriksen giving 100% in training, very demanding in training, wanting more. You've got Malacia staying behind after training, doing more. You've got Antony just buzzing to beat United, so happy to beat United. You've got Casemiro absolutely leading and commanding the dressing room. And you've got Martinez, the beast, who's just getting stuck in at everything, getting on with everyone, helping players as well. So all of Ten Hag's new signings have all got this profile of where they've been a really good impact on Manchester United. Definitely something we need. And I thought this video would be an interesting one to do because we're really talking about the characters Ten Hag's brought in. And it's very clear this is the character and presence of player Ten Hag wants at United. This winning mentality, this elite mentality, this always giving 100%, fighting for your team, working hard mentality. That's what Ten Hag wants at United. And I think, you know, these players have had a positive impact on the dressing room, which in the past had probably had many negative impacts on it. And, you know, the dressing room's gone from almost everyone hating each other, the morale being low and no self-belief, to everyone looking like they love United, everyone looking happy at United, to low looking happy. When we win again, they're all posting and smiling. All the players look like they love each other. And maybe a few new signings to impact the squad and the new managers really made a big difference. But please do smash that like button. Of course, subscribe down below to Alice Talks Football if you're new. Do share the video. I will be back live tomorrow. There could be a bonus video tonight. See you then. Bye.